ebusiafo Minion Ghana for we were quentium. Hey, ebusiafo. Missy Bibi or baby or Bibi or baby. Digital marketing business ever born there with me. And 20 years to me. Michelle just 1 year and I've seen results. They be a me because the register is a switching up because of this business. Business see my baby interview so that to better say. But when you be share, ne should be what na I always say be add this one. Other Ghanaians so be add or oh dear best channel say be say what we be someone who said there's something that taking care of the long hours and the double job so that you can spend quality time with your family, and this is what this business is built for. Meaning you sign up on my link so information you know about information about to take your time and watch the webinar. Reach out to me on WhatsApp with any concern. Me, I am willing to support you. I am willing to walk you through the system so that you too will be successful. When you get to our community, you will see my success and your mind will blow off. Yami Onshira. Bye. Talk to you soon.
So somewhere last year, famous multimedia with some actors, Chief Mambo, and Omo Adiasan Kotuni, so much movie. But before some starting now, Omo Bano, now Omo Beji, the blessing. So I feel in our production, I started Zionfelix. I'm here to talk some of the cast in the movie. So right now I'm seated with our people, our very own. They've been here for a very long time. Till now I have Jackie Appiah and then Adjetey Annan Pusha here with me. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's important to say? Zongo boys. Let me start from Pusha. What is your role in this movie?
So I play the part of a character named Pastor Bediako, and basically he receives a calling to start a church, and in the process he falls in love with a lady called Aisha, who is played by Jackie. And as you know, Christians and Muslims have coexisted in a long time, since the times of Adam, and different orientations, different processes, beliefs, settings. And now the challenge is, how does he negotiate that, being a Christian and then marrying, the temptation of marrying a Muslim. We know that it's not an easy thing if we're looking in our settings. And so his challenge is, how does he handle this, also continue his calling as a Christian and a pastor with a flock. And that is his headache now. And of course, unfortunately, Aisha gets pregnant along the way. I mean, this is just to tell everybody that, look, you can't put your everything into a man, because the way people take pastors as if they are God, and it's still flesh and blood. And so Bediako is caught in a place where he knows that this is wrong, but then he's still in love with the lady, and he still wants to continue his duty as a pastor. And so this is where we are, and this is what the story begins to unravel, and for us to know how this ends up.
Okay, before I go to Jackie, let me ask you this. Also, Obaha, I say, like in Ghana, Obaha, Oyasan,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
You're a Muslim, you can't marry a Christian. You're a Christian, you can't marry a Muslim. What is your 2 cents on that issue?
I mean, it's a tough thing. Funny say, every tribe, every religion have their own processes and their system. So if you believe that, if you're a part of that particular set, and you want to apply the norms, then that's it. If you can't, then get out of it. Because you can't stay and say that you're a Christian and you're practicing something else. You can't say you're a Muslim and you're practicing something else. If you can renounce that, then you can carry on. Because what we do is that we sort of there's a lot of taboo that alongside some of the things that you do, and it brings about conflict and trouble. So it's either you make up your mind whether this is what you want to do. If you belong to our sect, these are our norms, these are our belief systems, and you align with them. Otherwise, then.
Okay, so Pastor Bediako in the movie Zongo Boys and watching Adjetey and play. Let me go to Jackie. Aisha. He has said a little bit about your role. Can you tell us?
He said everything about my role. He said everything. I just told you everything. But basically, I come from a rich Muslim family. Very religious Muslim family. And Aisha happens to fall in love with a pastor. Her parents have forced men down her, Muslim men, religious men down her throat, and she has refused all. And then she finds herself in love with a pastor. Now, how does she bring this pastor home to see her family? And that's how the story unravels, and it's a lot of suspense. I read the script and I fell in love with the script. The moment I read it, I'm like, wow, this is a story that is there, but it hasn't really been talked about, hasn't been told. And that's why I jumped on the script, because it's different, and I loved it. And the clash between the Christians and the Muslims.
Wow.
And he has an ultimatum to, if he wants to be with me, he has to turn into a Muslim. And this is a man of God who just opened his church fresh.
Yep.
I don't want to give you all the producers looking at me. I don't want to tell you everything that happens here, so I'll just cut it short there. But it's a very, very interesting story.
But Pusha, if it was in real life, I mean, would you close your church for a woman?
That would
in
be
real
tough.
life, no?
That would be tough, man. That would be tough. I mean, it's not something where you can. People think that it's an easy call. You know, you just look, no, or bad there. No, but you know, sometimes women hit us at the point where you can sell everything, and walk on the streets just because you're in love. And so you shouldn't underrate that aspect. I think that it's something that you have to search deep and reflect. Well, but you mentioned something, the way our relationship between the Fanti, Evers and Gans. I think normally, even our Wizards and then Gans, etc. That people do not normally mix. But I think that over time, you say kakra, even though people still hold on to your traditions and customs, where we're saying that we're one people. When it comes to the religion sect, it's a bit tighter, But to say who say Gans can marry Awozes, Evers can marry Fantis, I think that is what it should be. But Christianity hold no the any Muslim hold the kakra
Before I let Jackie go, can be about parents forcing things on the throat of their kids. School. Science, no, you can't do it by force. They say, "Oh, you're a doctor." How do you see those things? What will you tell parents?
That they should allow a child choose what they want to choose. You can direct the child, but allow the child to do what they want in terms of when it comes to education or the choices they want to do for themselves. Just allow them. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I'm still on the set of Zongo Boys. Zongo Boys. I'm sure Zongo Boys no mess of much more. However, I have a lot more to give you. I have a lot of attacks here on the set. Here's Zionfelix.
Let's place a bet on this afternoon's game.
And this evening's action, bro. And 3 more tomorrow.
Okay, remember, when I slow down, when I take a break, and I stop chasing losses and stick to my budget, that's when I'm going to have a lot more fun. So, let's place a bet on this afternoon's game. Bet responsibly. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Terms and conditions apply.